I really want to just let you down now, you know? Yeah, that's right, innit?
Somehow we mostly got ready
My name is Alastair Shuttleworth, and over the past year, it has been my sacred duty to document the eclectic and exciting new wave of music coming out of Bristol through this humble series of videos for UBTV. Last Halloween, I organised a DIY show in the crypt under St John's Church in Bristol with my band LICE, the wonderful people at the church's Conservation Trust, the sound engineer at the Louisiana, Francis, and our friend Andrew, who's put on loads of gigs in unusual places like this before. The opener was a local group that I've been hoping to do a feature on for some time, garage rock outfit Zeller, who formed after coming to study at Bristol University and have quickly established themselves as one of the most exciting new bands in the city. The gig was a fancy dress thing, so 3 of them came in drag, while the drummer Charlie came dressed as me and the other members of LICE. With apologies for the sound quality and a final word of thanks to the CCC and everyone who made this show possible, this is Zeller.
From about 10 years ago.
We go way back.
Way back. And
12 actually.
12
years
damn.
ago.
And then I knew Nick from 8 years back. And then I knew Charlie from 2 years back.
We clutched the same turnip
Yeah.
in an organic farm
We
shop.
worked together. And then
Oh, it's mad.
together, I brought them all here.
Wait, did you decide that you were going to Bristol together, like, independently of the fact you were in a band?
I think you messaged me saying, "Are you going to
like-
Bristol?" I was like, "Yeah."
Yeah, and he was like, "Do you want to be in a band? Don't worry if it's not your bag." And I was like, "That's very much my bag."
Music from Bristol before you came here?
I knew it had a good music scene, but I just didn't know the local bands at that time.
Do you feel like you're part of a community in Bristol?
Yeah. We've somehow been accepted.
They harassed enough people
Yeah.
early on, and there's a lot of good venues that kind of support our kind of deal, and then lots of other good local bands who kind of all look after each other.
Start the Bus was very
It's a contentious issue, Bernard.
integral to our genesis, I think.
To explain this, Start the Bus was a legendary small venue in Bristol promoted by local hero Nick Meadows, Both Nick and Start the Bus feature in the excellent video for The Heights by Spectres. As well as housing Howling Owl Records, it gave some of the best bands in the country their first Bristol gigs, including the Fat White Family and Girl Band. Unfortunately, it was closed down a few months ago to be rebooted as a table service restaurant with light jazz.
Nick gave us our first ever show.
Oh really? Wait, who was that with?
It was with a band from Bradford called Engod.
Okay.
Who are now touring arenas with Kaiser Chiefs.
No way, really?
Our careers diverged.
Well, I guess she's moving.
As a live band specifically, is there anyone that you model yourselves off in particular?
Nick and I saw the Black Tambourines, who are a band from Falmouth, about 2 years ago, maybe, and we saw them play
Yeah, End of the Road.
End of the Road,
Yeah.
and it was about like, it was probably like 12, like midday,
Yeah.
like the first thing on the stage, and it was the best thing I've ever seen. It's just insanely good, and I was just like, let's do that then. And Nick was like, what? I can't hear you. And I was like, I'll tell you later. And then we got to, again, Nick Meadows, the Black Tambourines played here, and he was like, yeah, throw us on the support. And it was crazy. It's this like crazy, cyclical
That was a big
Genesis.
day.
Do you have any particular lyrical influences?
Lyrics when I write them come from like little bits and pieces, but from like little different things that I've read. But we have a song called All or Nothing. There's a book called Hangover Square by Patrick Hamilton, and it was just like, that song's pretty much like an ode to the character in that book. It's really depressing, really. Yeah, it's very cathartic, and yeah, it's really good actually. It's like he studies English. It's cathartic music. You can go and like see it for half an hour and just, it's like escape for a bit, and like just shout or like dance along to it.
First student band that I've interviewed, like from the university. There's a lot of real serious musical talent, like, you know, sort of coming out of the specific university at this point in time. There's you guys, there's Zebrafi, who I'm a big fan of, Foster and Found, Josie Blake looks really great.
LICE, man.
Yeah, I can't plug myself.
Oh,
university just means there's a lot of people who are kind of all interested in the same
Oh
stuff.
yeah, no, for sure.
So we've been really lucky that like lots of our mates have supported us, have kind of tolerated our like shouting and hitting stuff. And yeah, there are other students who are doing really interesting stuff, like Push Malcolm are like one of the funnest bands, like one of the best things you'll see like in the city at the moment. I think they're brilliant. Josie is just having
Josie's
a great year. She's just so talented.
Yeah,
And yeah, by kind of being in an environment where people are kind of interested in music, they're interested in going to like live stuff. We're kind of lucky. It wouldn't happen if we weren't here and didn't all know each other through kind of studying together.
A year from now, what would you like to envisage yourselves having done?
Play out some tunes, just keep playing shows and just getting like better musicians and becoming better songwriters.
I'd quite like to be able to buy food.
Oh yeah, and that as well.
Amazing.
I think the most we ever made from a show was £3 each.
Yeah.
I
I
enjoyed
made
that
more money
nearly.
off my Nectar card last year.